Welcome to Backcountry Ragbag. Today we will be comparing two submarine sandwich shops, Jersey Mike's and Subway. We're going to be trying out their Italian subs, the classic Italian BMT from Subway and the original Italian from Jersey Mike's. Who will come out on top and who will fall short? Stay tuned for the Backcountry Ragbag review. Hi folks, T-Hawk here, and welcome to the very first edition of the Backcountry Ragbag. On this channel we're going to do a variety of things, hence the name Ragbag. It's kind of a slang for variety, so this is kind of a variety channel for us. Yeah, Chester and I are going to be doing this channel, and we'll both be posting different things at different times on the channel. So today I want to do a little comparison. Now, I grew up eating at Subway restaurants all my life. First sub I ever ate was from a sandwich shop called Substation 2, and it was not a good experience the first time I ever ate one. So I kind of stayed away from subs for a long time. The bread came out of a plastic container that they had it stored in, and it was kind of neat in the sense that they would slice the meat for your sandwiches right in front of you. I thought that was a unique part of the experience. But the bread was a little on the dry side. It wasn't a good experience. And then sometime around 85, all these Subway restaurants started popping up. And at the time, they didn't have their own buildings. They just kind of made shop in mini malls or closed down buildings. But the thing about them was they all presented their sandwiches the same. They fixed everything right there in front of you, and they had a line, for all the stuff you wanted to put on them, like pickles and tomatoes, onions, all of the good stuff like that. So that was a really good experience for me, and to have that fresh baked bread. Oh my God, the fresh baked bread that Subway presented was awesome to me, and I just fell in love with those sandwiches right from the get-go. So we're going to have one now, and we're going to compare it to other sub sandwiches that I've been hearing about. Everybody's telling me that's better. So we're going to start off with a Subway sandwich, and my favorite was the classic Italian BMT. Had the ham, the salami, and the pepperoni on it. I fell in love with that sandwich right out of the gate. So I want to see how other sub shops or Subway, or not Subway, but other sub sandwich makers compare to Subway. I've been hearing a lot of good things about these other companies and how they're better, and they're the Subway killer. Let's find out if they really are. All right. So this is the end result of the sandwich that I got. Got me a little black olive on there, purple onion, pickles, banana peppers, salt, pepper, oil and vinegar, and oregano. This is the classic Italian BMT. And we're going to compare it to some of the newer sub restaurants that I've been hearing about. So I'm gonna eat half of this one here and take the other half home, and then we'll head to our next restaurant. Now that was delicious. It was just what I expected from Subway. They never disappoint. They never disappoint on that BMT. Subway is a good restaurant, and they got a lot of fancy buildings now compared to what they did when I started out back in the day. So yep, I really enjoyed that sandwich, and we're going to try another sub shop right now while we got a little time. Been hearing a lot about this Jersey Mike's and also Firehouse Subs, so let's go try out one of those two, see how we do there. See if they can dethrone the classic BMT in and that classic flavor that I love so much. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the classic Italian BMT is going to be hard to beat. Like I said, I have never experienced some of these other sub shops before in my life. I really want to see how they compare, because all I've been hearing from a lot of people is how good they really are. Now, when I like something, I like it, and it's hard to change my mind. On that BMT that I just showed you, all the flavors were just popping. They were just popping. You could kind of taste everything that was going on in that sandwich. The meat, the cheese, the purple onion, the oil and vinegar. You could really taste it all in the sandwich, and I really like that about that certain sub there. And yeah, to me, a sandwich, is best served cold, so I never get it heated up. Back in the day when Subway first opened, heating it was not an option. They wanted you to taste how fresh and soft their bread was, and I tell you, I do understand that the experience varies from Subway to Subway, and if you have a problem with them, complain. They're supposed to be fresh, and the ones around here do pretty good. The one I just ate at was very good. Bread tasted like it was just baked a little while ago, and it was just so good. Everything was soft, and it just come together. I couldn't help myself. I ate the whole foot long, so I don't know how I'm going to do at my next sub shop with a whole foot long sub, baby, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm a big guy. I might can handle it. I don't know yet. We'll find out in a second. Now, do I want to try Firehouse or Jersey Mike's? I don't know. We got Firehouse and Jersey Mike's. That's our two choices. So let me try that Jersey Mike's. Let's see what they got that might compare to that foot-long BMT, that Italian sub I love so much. Let's go check it out. Alright, so we're about to pull into Jersey Mike's for the first time, and I am about to try their sandwich. Let's see what they got to offer. There it is, folks. Jersey Mike's.
Your destination is on the right.
Oh, well, seems to be a lot of traffic coming to Jersey Mike's. Or, yeah, this is inside of a mini mall, so we will see. We will see. We will see right now. So excited. So excited about to try something new. Or at least new to me. I know these restaurants have been out there for a while, but like I say, it's hard for an old dog like me to learn new tricks. I like what I like, so I can't help it. I see all these people out there putting Subway down, and I'm here to tell you, yeah, they're like, Subway's gone downhill. I mean, just because they hear a new restaurant's come in town, and such says it's better. Let's see if it truly is better or just a different experience. That's the key here. Is it really better, or is it just a different experience? We're gonna find out, and I will tell you what I think. It's all just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own. Okay, so the Jersey Mike's experience was definitely different from the Subway experience. Now, to be fair, I'm coming a little closer to lunchtime, and there was kind of a line in there, you know. I mean, it wasn't an outstandingly large line, maybe about 5 or 6 people, but one lady, you know, wanted 5 sandwiches at one time, so that kind of put them on the slow end. So it took me about 20 minutes to get through their line. Give me a good chance to look over the situation, which was a good thing. So like I said earlier, they are kind of comparable to the Substation 2 that we used to eat. Well, the one time I did eat at it years ago. They sliced the meat here right in front of you, and you know, it was kind of it's a different experience. To me, their topping choices for their sandwiches are in the lacking department. They have a regular white onion on their sandwiches compared to the purple onion that Subway has, that I know and love. That purple onion, you can't beat it. You can't beat the flavor of that purple onion on a sandwich, folks. So there's that, and yeah, they had limited options. They didn't have black olives. They really, you know, have a good looking sub. Now, I got their medium size. They come in 3 sizes. You know, they got the regular, which is their medium, and that's what I got. And then they got their giant, which is a $15 sandwich. I paid $9 for this sandwich. The sub I got at Subway a while ago. I got the 12-inch sub with a drink, and all of that together with the drink cost me $9. Here, I just bought the sandwich, and it's a shorter sandwich than the sub, and it costs $9 by itself. So it's not quite a foot long. It's not, and it's a little bigger than a 6-inch. Yeah. If I had to guess, it's probably in between the two. I mean, it's almost a foot long. I don't know how to describe it. But anyway, I could not eat this in the restaurant, so I'm going to take it home with me and lay it out on my kitchen table, because inside of their restaurant they play music, which will you know, not favor well with YouTube if this video ever does face monetization. It wouldn't do me so well to film eating in there. So I'm gonna take this home and we'll lay it out, and I'll compare it to what I had at Subway. Alright, so I'm back here at the house, and I got my Jersey Mike's sub sitting here, and this is the medium size. It's a $9 sandwich, plus they were asking for a tip. Now, it doesn't look quite as tucked in as the Subway sandwich did that I showed you earlier. Being how it is, they cut the bread all the way in half and they pile the stuff on top, which means this stuff is going to be oozing out the sides. And I love how it's a medium sized sub, but they still feel the need to cut it in half like you got more sub. When actually, you know, it's it's a little bigger than about 6 inch, maybe about a 7-8 inch sub there, maybe. But it's their medium size one, $9. A lot more expensive than the Subway Italian, and less options for toppings. Now, I didn't get tomato on there because I feel like tomato on any sandwich just overpowers the taste of everything else, and I like to feel or taste those flavors popping coming out of my sandwich when I'm eating it. So I got the options that were closest available to me from what the Subway options were. A little banana pepper, a little pickle, very little pickle. There's only one on that whole sub slice there, on that half of a half. 3 banana peppers, lots of onion. So the white onion is It's iffy for me. I mean, it's definitely not the purple onion, but we'll give it a go. See how it tastes. All right, moment of truth time. So we take half of this bad boy here, and we give it a go. Bread is fresh, soft, I'll give them that. It's pretty good, can't complain too much. A lot better than the Substation 2 option I was telling you about earlier. That white onion is a little chewier, not quite as crisp as that purple onion that I got at Subway. It's okay. The salami, it's really thin. It's paper thin, where at Subway the salami is pretty thick. Well, it doesn't have the pepperoni on it, at least it doesn't seem to. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the pepperoni. The pepperoni slices are much smaller than the salami slices. Now at Subway, the Italian meats really shine through on their sandwich. This one I can taste the ham more than I can taste the pepperoni or the salami, so it tastes more like a cold cut sandwich than it does an Italian sub. The oil and vinegar, you know, it's oil and vinegar. What can I say? But you know, Subway's oil and vinegar is a lot better than theirs. I feel like I got more oil than I did vinegar out of that, out of their two little dumps there. But so the Jersey Mike's, it's like I say, it's good. But it doesn't really scream I'm an Italian sub to me. Like I said, I had to eat this one at home because there was music playing in the restaurant. I was planning on eating it there, but I wasn't able to because of monetization purposes on YouTube. They don't allow you to play other people's commercial music on there, so we're eating at home. Alright, so we're getting toward the end of this first piece of this sandwich at the Jersey Mike's, and you see I've only got a little top piece of bread there holding together. As you can see, the bottom piece on the slice is a lot larger than the top slice would have been. So the further back you get on the sandwich, the thinner the top piece of bread gets. And as you can see, everything's starting to slide off. As opposed to the Subway, where they don't slice all the way through their bread, they create a nice little pocket that holds everything together for you. And you don't lose quite as many vegetables, which as you can see earlier, there wasn't as many vegetables to lose in this sandwich option. I think I'll just get rid of that onion there because that white onion really doesn't do it for this sandwich. I mean, it would be great on a cheeseburger, but not this cold sandwich. Purple onion is the king. So eating the second part of this sandwich, like I say, when I get to the pickles, they are thick, like really thick, and they're not quite as thin sliced as Subway's. You know, you really get a taste for everything in a Subway sub. These pickles are good. They're not bad at all. And everything just fell out the back of that sandwich. You only get a hint of the Italian meats in this sandwich, just a hint. You get more of the ham and the cold cut taste, as if you were eating a ham, turkey, and roast beef. It's kind of, you know, it's not what you'd expect from an Italian meat sub. You know, I expect those. I really like the taste of that salami and pepperoni that shine through on the BMT from Subway. And this sandwich is good in its own way. It's not terrible. It's not something I would throw in the trash. It's good, but if you're going for the Italian sub between the two restaurants, which is Jersey Mike's and Subway, Subway hands down blows it away. Sorry. In the Italian sub department, Subway rules between these two companies. Let's finish this thing. I think one of the things that I've always loved about Subway restaurant is the smell of the bread cooking when you go in the door. I used to work with this lady who couldn't stand the smell of that bread. She said, everything tastes like that smell when you walk in that door. And I said, God, I hope so. God, I hope so. I love that smell and I love that taste. So good, how you doing? Good. Let me get a foot-long BMT on Italian bread.
The larger choice. And white Christmas.
Yes. No. Let me get American. I'm gonna get lettuce, pickles, purple onions.
Onion?
Yeah. Black olives and banana pepper. And then we get salt, pepper, oil and vinegar, and mayonnaise. Okay, so there we have the Classic Italian BMT. And as you can see, the vegetables here are really crisp. There's no limp to that onion at all. It is crisp and it is crunchy. Had to take a bite. That is a good looking sub. And I like the way it is folded on the end to help keep everything in place while you eat. Okay, so once again I had to bring my sandwich home because they were playing music in the restaurant. So I said I made both of the sandwiches comparable to one another, and I just want to say that the onions at Subway are crisp. They're not soggy and noodly. They got a crunch to them that they just didn't have at Jersey Mike's. I mean, they weren't bad at Jersey Mike's, but they weren't as good as the Subway onions, that's for sure. These onions, they taste fresh and very crispy. I like that. And you can't beat the purple onion over the white onion on a cold sandwich. Yeah, you just can't. You just can't. Jersey Mike's, for the price that they're charging for their sandwiches, really needs to up their game a bit. Like I said, this sub actually tastes like an Italian sub. And the vegetable options are just, they just blow Jersey Mike's away. So, let's enjoy this sandwich. Perfection. I can't say enough good things about at least the Subways in my area. Their bread's fresh. The vegetables are crisp. To me, they just have the best cold sandwich overall. Like I said, I like the fold in the bread. It allows nothing to come out the sides. I mean, the way they got it designed, you can kind of go sideways on it like a taco. You can definitely taste that pepperoni and salami in this sandwich. Now, I am losing a little bit of vegetables, but that's not due to the sandwich. It's just due to the fact that they packed it full of them. Compared to Jersey Mike's, they really packed in the vegetables. Plenty of pickles, plenty of banana pepper. You've seen on the Jersey Mike's where I only got a few. Well, they packed this sucker. Hold on, let me show you that. Full of the vegetables, man. Get you down there. Oh yeah, see that? Plenty of banana pepper, black olive, onion, pickles, and this isn't even a complete sandwich. This is mostly eaten sandwich. But yeah, and as I'm getting toward the end, the bread stays together due to the cut. It doesn't separate the way the Jersey Mike's was doing. You got the top half of your bread and the end half stays pretty consistently together all the way to the last bite. I really like that. I think more sandwich shops, if they're gonna own sandwich shops, they should practice that little feature. I can't get it to do it. But yeah, Subway's still king compared to Jersey Mike's anyway. Now somebody else might be out there that could dethrone them in my eyes or my view. If you know of any better sub restaurants, let me know and I'll be glad to give them a try out. That's the taste I grew up with and love right there, though. Well, the sun is going down in the back country, and that is the end of our video. So, let me know what you think. If you agree with this video and you think that Subway is the king of the Italian subs between the two restaurants, let me know in the comments. And if you disagree with that, also let me know in the comments. And also, if there is something that I am missing at Jersey Mike's that I have not tried yet that will change my mind about their restaurant, let me know in the comments, because that was my first experience with them, and it was just my expressed opinion between the two Italian subs. And in my opinion, the classic Italian BMT from Subway is the best sandwich between the two. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Rag Bag. Yep. T-Hawk.